Okay, so Hallelujah starts really softly and gently, and it just builds and builds and builds. So we're going to start with just the pad on its own. So I'm going to take the piano out completely, a bit of left hand as well. Again, I found the sort of path of least movement with my right hand, just to kind of keep a more fluid sound. So. Notice when you've got a slow attack, you have to strike the chord just fractionally early than you want it to sound as you get into the song. Otherwise, that slow attack means that you drift well past the kind of feel of the chord change. That's just something to watch out for. As we get further into the song, there's perhaps an opportunity to add more interest with higher parts. So we could bring the piano in to that, and that just gives a bit of attack. Also bring the string layer in too, or instead of the pad. Try up an octave. One thing to say, particularly when you're playing with a large group of people, but generally anywhere when playing, actually if we keep our own individual volumes down a little bit, number one, it gives us a better chance of hearing what other people are doing. Secondly, we can complement each other's sounds better. And finally, actually, if we've got a sound person involved, they have the option to then play around with the mix somewhat. If you're just whacking things out as loud as you can, then that can make it very difficult for everybody. So actually just a little bit softer, trusting that the overall effect will be something that's good and helpful to people. And so basically as this song builds up, you might want to bring in a bit of rhythm. So even just in fours, so we can do things with the rest of the band where we might go faster and faster and faster, but typically, and again with perhaps a large number of people, just bringing in the pulse in fours, it sort of can build up the song nicely. So. Okay, so that's the same rough chord sequence. That's some thoughts about the sounds, and that's some thoughts about how we build up the chords in Hallelujah. So have a play around with that, get familiar with the very simple chord sequence, but also think about the textures and layers that you can bring in that complement and add to the sound and that will help people in their worship rather than distract them from what they're doing.